So I have got an interesting oh, so I have got an interesting one today. This is the Moducut from Logical Carry, and it's currently got a Kickstarter campaign going that I can link below if you want to take a look at it. But they sent me one of these to check out and review, and I kind of want to give my honest opinion on this thing. And it is a pretty interesting one, and it's not without its flaws. It is got some cool stuff going on with it though. So this is being kind of this was designed as kind of being advertised as like a quick change utility knife, and it is an OTF, and it's got some pretty good OTF action. We've got an aluminum handle scales, the actuators, all aluminum. Feels really nice in the hand. Like it's not, it doesn't feel cheap or anything like that. It's nicely textured. We've got nice knockdowns around it. It's got the nice little details that go along with a good knife like this, and the actuation on it is very nice. It doesn't feel too rough or anything. It is pretty smooth. We've got a reversible deep carry pocket clip with the glass break on the back, and it is just as simple. You can just hand tighten it to loosen it, and to turn it around. It is just as easy as that. So they definitely make the use and the function and the interchangeability of this tool pretty simple, pretty easy. And we've got a handful of different attachments that it comes with. We'll look at the attachments and kind of talk about what isn't really my favorite thing about them. So this is the utility knife that came with it. Stainless Japan. I'm not sure what steel the utility knife is. There's no steel listed on the comb either, of course, but the other ones that I have here are listed in 9CR. Now, I think they have some higher end pieces available for it that are in like M390. And I think they even said they had some Damascus going for them, but we got 9CR on these. Not sure how they're treated. Maybe we will send those off to find out. And some of the attachments are, maybe a little silly, a little I don't want to say gimmicky, but they're still bladed items, but something that's a little more interesting than it is utilitarian. The comb is kind of funny. It can work as a comb if you want it to. The utility blade, of course, is plenty useful. We've got this double-sided dagger grind for the OTF, which is nice. We've got kind of a drop point, tanto, half serrated, and then we have kind of this recurve, and they are pretty easy to change out. It's as simple as, here, I'll go ahead and put one in, push it all the way down, slide it back into place, and it's just as easy as that. And then when it's in the out position, we can just pop this clip up here. It's not too hard to pop out at all, and it can just slide right out. And then we can throw our little clip point or drop point in there, and then it just pops right back into place. So this feels pretty solid. This doesn't feel like it's going to accidentally rotate out or anything like that. You do kind of have to lift up on that little clip to get it out. And same thing, back in. It's not actually easier to get in than out, which is nice. The blades on these, we've got a little bit of bevel on the end, and they all kind of have that similar grind to them. They are kind of utility blades. This isn't a traditional kind of something that we would evaluate similar to a normal OTF or regular style pocket knife. I think these, at least in the 9CR, are kind of meant to be used and replaced and thrown away. I would think that's kind of the feel that I get from them, because they are just very thin, flat pieces. We see, which is about 1.2 millimeters. And they are, again, flat ground and just a little bit of bevel just on the end that comes down to the edge. So the slicing geometry on these, aren't going to be, it's like, again, we can't evaluate it like a normal pocket knife. I mean, 6,000s, 5,000s behind the edge. That's great for a little utility knife, but really aggressive rise on that grind. We can see just a little bit of primary bevel, and then our tiny little secondary bevel on there too. That's not really a full flat grind on that. There might be a micro bevel on there, but anyway, we've got this array of attachments here. So we can, this one would just be a good regular use, for anything all around. I think we're looking at a little over a little over 2 inches on this one. So I don't know if it's going to be, I think that's the California legal limit. This thing has potential. I think it would, if the blades, if they, I haven't seen the M390 or the Damascus blades on these, but if those were a little bit better, a little more designed around, actual knives, they felt a little more solid, because these are pretty thin. I don't know if flimsy is the right, I'm getting a little bit of bend on that. Just the way that they're manufactured around. It's to see a nicer replacement pieces on these would be good. But I think like with the intention of using them as just kind of like disposable utility blades, I mean, this is pretty cool. I'll be honest, like just to be used, to not have to worry about it. Same thing like a disposable utility blade. You're not babying that thing the way you would, $300 Microtech or any other, OTF or higher end knife like that. You can kind of use it, abuse it, toss it, and reorder some more. So I'm curious if that's going to be their kind of like model with this, that you can buy the replacement blades. I imagine these little like thin pieces of 9CR, I would hope they're not too much to replace, because even just a pack of the utility blades, like that's just a cool, different style of just a different kind of utility blade than we currently have. And I think that would be pretty neat. And then you got little silly things like the comb. I mean, who doesn't like that? Like it's silly. Yeah, it's funny. It's gimmicky, but hey, I mean, it's got a nice little sound to it too. But yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. I'm not mad at it. I think for what it is, it's pretty cool. It's pretty interesting. They do actually have a lot of pledges for it already for the Kickstarter. So, I mean, if it's something you're interested in, definitely go check it out. Some of these, I wish they were a little sharper out of the box. Some of them were very sharp, and some of them were not at all. Like, needed to touch them up a little bit. This, the serrated one of all of them, I've noticed, let's see, that one's actually doing good. I was having some failure issues with one of these. There we go. It's not locking out at the top consistently, only with this one. And I think that might have something to do with where it catches on the way out on one of these or something like that. I'm not really sure how the mechanism in this is set up. I haven't torn it apart and looked at it yet, but yeah, logical carry, the Moducut. Thank you for sending this to me. It was really interesting. It was really cool to check out. I'll definitely get some use out of it, just to have like a little like, utility knife that I like leave on the workbench or leave out, somewhere to be able to use just as something that I don't really have to worry about babying the blade too much. I can really just like, again, use it, not have to think about it. Really good one-handed ease of use. Like the OTF action is good. My wife can actuate it very well. And if you've ever handed like a heavy button OTF over to somebody who can't actuate it really well, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, interesting array of blades, some of them sillier than others, but yeah, I think I could be able to get some use out of this, and I think plenty of others do too. I mean, I even think just being able to buy just a pack of like the utility style blades, like if you're not into any of the other, style of blades and you don't want the variety pack, I think being able to just sell packs of these for a reasonable fair price, like you would just buy a pack of razors for any regular utility knife, and have that like quick change action. I mean, that's an easier quick change than most any other utility knife right there. Just in and out that easy. So that would be a really cool kind of alternative and replacement to a traditional style like razor blade utility knife. But I hope you find this one interesting. They come in these little packs. You fit a few of them in there, and they close up just like that. So pretty cool little tool there. But yeah, check it out if you're interested. Thank you for watching.